Hello awesome people, what is going on? It is BradPhusion here and welcome back to more Space Engineers Ascension. So in the past 2 episodes we've been trying to get the arcs up and running so we can actually move it over towards the Somnus base. However, I've actually failed to do so with a lack of thrusting power and so on and so forth. So I thought that before starting today's episode I'll build a few more thrusters. I'm still currently working on the gyroscopes, but you guys can see on the back here we actually have a few more thrusters. Now I believe this is powerful enough to at least get the thing up and running. Most of this will be obviously fast forwarded so you guys don't have to put up with however long this journey will actually take me, but at least this should be movable now. So what I'm currently working on, and as I said before, is getting the gyroscopes up and running, because one just simply won't cut it. With such as a ship of this size, one gyroscope definitely is not going to do. So I've added, I think it's 4 in total. I'm still working on the rest of them. Most of them just simply need, I think it's steel plates and construction components. Now I have been manufacturing these at Outpost Alpha and at Primetus, but I just really quickly wanted to weld what we can whilst we're here before we move on. So let's just come over here and we'll quickly weld this up, and then I'll head back to the other stations, grab what we need to grab, and we should be good. Apparently that's, hang on, let me just quickly check to make sure we're not actually missing any other components. I think we actually are. No, that's just steel plates and construction components yet again, so we were actually fine. Because it didn't do any welding, I didn't notice it actually add anything. Let's spin around here and go over and do this last one, and then again I'll go over, grab the resources, and head my way back. There we go, there's the welding I wanted to see. But I think I did put a fair amount of steel plates in this. I think I actually maxed out this one when just before I started recording anyways. So this one should actually be finished, minus the construction components actually. I think that's the only thing we're missing on that one. But nonetheless, once it's done welding, I'll go back through, grab what we need, and come back here, and then we should be able to pilot this thing. Finally, I'm not entirely too sure what I will do with Skara, because, well, it's still on this side and they don't have a landing gear, so I might actually have to fly back through the gate and just basically store her at a station until we actually have moved this thing completely. So it is simply just construction components and steel plates, yes. Okay, let's go to... Is this dialing to Prometheus? Indeed it is. Okay, sweet. Everything is working rather nicely, at least for now anyways. So, as far as I know, this is still manufacturing. This is going on for ages. I didn't realize how long construction components actually take to manufacture. Oh, did I just hear the gate close? Does it normally make a sound? I'd never heard that before. The gate made like a shutting down sound. Maybe they've always done that, I just never noticed that till now. But anyway, we'll grab what we can from here, even though I don't think all of that's necessary. And we'll grab the steel plates that we actually have kept over here. We have quite a few of them. That should be maybe enough to get a few of them up and running. Now this should take us to Outpost Alpha, which... no, I don't necessarily... I was going to go there and then just loop back around, because I know that dials towards the arcs. But my laziness, you know, I just want to dial back. So we'll head back through here. Get this done, which should be... There we go. This should at least hopefully make it spin at a reasonable rate. I don't want it to spin overly fast, but just enough so that we can actually just turn around and head in the direction of Somnus. And that way we can use our main thrusters to continue our journey. So we didn't necessarily need as much construction components as I had actually grabbed, but nonetheless, so that's all up and running. Now we just need steel plates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to store the rest inside of Skara here. You have a damaged thruster. When did that happen? Maybe, well, I don't think it was when I bumped it, but wow, okay, so I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. Either way, you can come back into here now, and that should be fine. Yeah, you're missing one thruster. I'll have to fix that up when I get the chance to. Something else inside of here as well. I can't remember what you would actually be missing. The beacon? Ah, the beacon. Yes. Okay. Sorry, not the beacon. The antenna. I'll add that in a second. Anyways, jumping back to get steel plates now. Prometheus? Yeah, it does have a few of them. Right. Go back through the gate. I want to hear this thing close again, because that actually sounded really cool. So, hut off. Let's just listen to it ever so closely. That does sound cool. Okay, I believe they're up in here just for... No, which container are they actually in? Oh, this one here. Okay, sweet. I'm pretty sure we need more than what I'm currently carrying, and I know I should be sending a ship back and forth instead of carrying it myself, but you know how lazy I am with that. I might as well just carry it myself, and it saves the risk of losing a ship going through a gate, because I know, at least with myself, there's only the chance of me really dying, and that's about it. But with ships, you risk losing the entire ship or getting it destroyed, so on and so forth. Now, you are done. You are done. I think they're all done, actually. Okay, they're all done. How much do we have on us? 700, and that should be enough to go into the reserves over here, so we don't actually really have to worry about anything. Actually, let me build you your beacon again. I know I need radio components, which we don't necessarily have. Small antenna. There you are. This is what I used on it initially, and this will just go right in here, but we need small steel tubes to do that. We can't access it right here, so we might as well see if we can grab out what we need. So we need a few of you just to get it started. Do we have... that's detector components, that's nothing what we need. You might as well grab out the rest when we actually come to it, and grab some of them as well, just in case. Number 8, put you in there, let's weld you up. You need... what is it? 1 construction component. That's it, really? Oh, okay, that's cool. We'll move you the wrong way. Gotta get used to playing this game again. I haven't played it for a few days because my PC's been on and off. My PC's been kind of dying again, which is kind of sad, but at least I've got it up and running for now again. I don't know how much longer it'll last for, but at least when it is up, I can get some recording done before it shuts down on me completely. So we need 1 of you, 1 or 2 of you, I can't remember. We'll grab 2 out anyway, just to make sure. No, you need 1, but that's fine. And now for the thruster, which I believe needs a small steel tube to initialize its build. What is that thing on the side? Oh, that's a thruster as well. Your whole backside's missing. I don't know why. I'd never noticed that before. Maybe it was something I did and I was just silly enough to not pay attention to it. But then again, it could be anything, really. Put you there, and we'll put number 9, like such, here. There we go. And we might as well get what we can get done. So you need 1 thruster component and 1 steel plate. That's not too bad. Go back in here. So you need 2 in total. What was it? You need 1. And there was something else we were missing as well. I can't remember what exactly it was. I think it was a motor or a steel plate. Steel plate for you, and steel plate for you. Okay, that's fine. But they're all up and running now anyway, so we don't really have to worry about that too much. We might as well grab it out anyways, since we are here. So 2, perfect. And there we go. Everything is fixed and up and running. I could add a landing gear. I mean, we do have that there, which I could use. I mean, but we won't really worry about that for now. Again, we'll just send it through the gate, and everything should be fine. I mean, hang on, how much space do we actually have underneath of this thing? I did want to make it as slimlined as we could, but if we can maybe stick a landing gear, I mean, you could probably have room for 1 there, and maybe room for 1 over here as well. I mean, that would work. I don't know how good it would look. It probably would look rather weird. Landing gear. Do we have any? What were these? Ah, they're just others. There's nothing related at all. SF landing gear and normal landing gear. Let's go with the normal landing gear. And again, see, we could put it there, given that we actually have the construction component necessary. 1 construction component, large steel tube, motor, steel plate. So, let me just grab all these out. We might as well keep the ship on us. I mean, there's no real point in sending it back through the gate. I didn't want any of that. I wanted this, please. Thank you. So how has everyone been? I'm asking that like I'm streaming again. Normally it's a question I ask when I'm streaming, but I might as well ask it during a video. Why is that? Don't grab that, grab this. And what was the last thing? Steel plates. That's where I'm an idiot. No, I am not an idiot. I got that right. And this here, like such. Perfect. I'm hoping that they're facing the right way. I hate it when I do it the wrong way around. Big bit at the front, big bit at the front. Yes, perfect. Okay. Now we can land you and we should be fine to travel. Control panel, remote control. Yeah, I might as well just do it like this anyways. And I'll park you on the outside because that's easy enough where you should go. Just so you don't damage anything in case you do come loose or so on and so forth. But out the front here, and we'll just simply dock down as such. And once it's in, there we go. Docked. Dampeners off. And a release control. Perfect. Now it is time for us to get up and running, up and going, and everything like that. So that is good. That is everything. I think everything's fine. Everything is good to go. I'm going to save. so we don't have to worry about anything messing up too badly. By the way, for anyone wondering, because I had a question asking what exactly this was on one of my other videos, this is a gravity generator of sorts. It's an SF gravity generator. It looked a little strange, but I don't mind it nonetheless. It's not exactly my favorite gravity generators. Okay, let's see if this thing actually moves now. So we are going towards Somnus, which I can mark using the comms here, I believe. If I go to... Where is Somnus? I thought Somnus was marked out. Ah, maybe I have to go back to Somnus and mark it out then. Okay, shouldn't be too big of a deal. We'll just head over there, put a marker down, and then head our way back. That's if nothing's happened. Okay, Somnus. Like such. There we go. Hello, Somnus base. How I missed you. Okay, so Somnus. Let's put a marker down right here. GPS. New from current position, and we will go with Somnus. And no, I didn't mean to copy that clipboard, but yeah, okay, we're good. There we go. Now let's head back to the arcs, and we should be able to fly over here now quite easily. Perfect. Always love that shade of blue. I don't mind the orange either. The orange looks rather nice because it reminds me of the Gould. Gould? Yeah, Gould. I keep saying that wrong. I know how to say it, but I keep saying it wrong. I like the orange lighting. The orange lighting I think looks better, but the blue lighting itself looks kind of cool. So it is that way that we have to head. Okay. So the easiest way we can get out of here is, I guess, up and we'll fly forth, see if we can actually move, and we are moving, but very, very slowly. This is where the fast forwarding segment will come into play, because I know this will take a very long time, and I don't really have the resources I really want to waste getting this thing up to higher speeds when I can simply just set it on a journey, turn the dampeners off, and just let it float there, basically. That's what I intend on doing. Now, this thing is definitely moving, so what I'm going to do is once I get it kind of forth a bit outside the asteroid's range, I'll turn it around, fly it towards Somnus, and let it basically drift the whole way there. Again, that'll take some time, but you guys don't really have to put up with that. I do. Okay, so let's turn the dampeners off here, and let's begin our spin here. Again, this will take its time, but probably should have done this from the start. But I wanted to get up at least a decent speed, so when we actually do turn around completely, we'll be out of the asteroid's range of sorts. So here we go. I'm going to fast forward until we get our way towards Somnus. This will probably take a very long time. If it's too long for fast forwarding, I'll probably just skip it all, just to save you guys time. Okay, and here we finally are. After such a long journey, we are now right out the front of Somnus Station. Now, that to you guys may have only been a minute or two of fast forwarding, but for me that was around about, I would say, a good 30 minutes to 40 minutes of flying in a straight line just to get all the way out here, and I am so glad that journey is finally over. I did do a few things here and there whilst I was bored and waiting. I flew around the ship a few times, I kind of pretended to water the plants and so on and so forth, but you guys will see that, or would have already seen that in the fast forwarding segment. So now it's basically left up to the positioning side of things, which will take a lot longer and then simply just flying in a straight line. Now I had the idea, which I'm actually thinking of doing right now, and that is repositioning a lot of the thrusters I have on the top of the ship. The reason for this is a pretty simple one, to be quite honest, because we don't necessarily need high acceleration now. We can actually focus a lot of our thrusters on maneuvering. So what I could do is remove, say, maybe 1 or 2 thrusters from the front and back sides here, and actually put them on the sides here. That way I can actually, hopefully, maneuver just that little bit faster, at least when it comes to positioning right in front of the Somnus station itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, and I'm actually going to remove, which ones did I put over here? The side ones. So I'm going to remove these ones here, and then put them again to the side, and that should allow me to just ever so slightly increase the movement speed of our side-to-side thrusters. So we're going to go here like such, and then put the thruster down like there. There we go. And roll it up, and we'll do the same for the others. And then once we get that done, we should hopefully at that point have enough speed to not take 5 years just to line up in front. But you never know. Again, this is one large and one heavy station or ship, whichever you want to call it. It is obviously a ship, but then again, it is a very, very slow one, so it might as well be called a station or a turtle. Actually, it kind of looks like a turtle if you think about it, if you look at it from above. Anyways, it's a... well, I mean, not really, but you kind of get where I'm coming from with that. I can't really... because I could move a few more, but that would just slow down the ship far too much. I'm going to get rid of... maybe this one here, and then the one on the opposite side of it, just to make that a little bit easier. I don't know why I didn't pick up both of them at the same time. I probably do have the capacity to do so, so I'll do that right now instead. There we go. Okay, so we'll put them over here, and that should give us that little extra kick that we need. There we go. So yeah, this is turning out, hopefully, not too badly. I mean, I can't wait to see what this looks like when they're all combined. Now, I know a lot of my expenditure is going to be focused on the Somnus itself, because that is going to be my main source of thrust, mostly, at least for my forward thrust, as it does have those 2 big engine compartments I was talking to you guys about, at least what I'm going to be using as engine compartments. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me actually have a look at the station from over here. It's kind of a really bad angle, actually. Let me come all the way over here then. You guys should see exactly what I'm talking about. So, it's kind of actually built into the ship. It's kind of harder to see. So where my crosshair is there, and over there, a big long hallway that I can actually stick a really large thruster inside of, that will allow me to, you know, have the speed that we need to move this thing around. So that's that done. Let's go back downstairs now, and see if we can actually utilize this more effectively. Okay, let's not do that. That's on fire now. That was already welded down anyways. I do like the particle effects that they actually have. That might be a bit too much damage than what I was looking forward to dealing, but anyways, it was a slight little bump. Nonetheless, let's go down here. Let's lock in with our landing gear, like such. And there we are. Okay, so let us get out of that, and let us now position ourselves in such a way where we can use merge blocks and so on and so forth. So is that actually resisting? Can't remember whether or not I turned the dampeners on for that. No, it isn't. Okay, sweet. So we need to now go downwards just ever so slightly and to the right. So we'll do that now. And that should, because we are moving just ever so slightly, that should line us up almost perfectly with the front of the Somnus station. Now again, I will probably fast forward this, as this will take a fair amount of time, but when we do get there, I'll obviously resume commentating. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here for now. It's gone on a little bit longer than I was originally intending on this episode being for. I mean, considering the fact that I've had to record for a little over an hour and a half now, I think, is how long I've been recording for. So my idea, basically, right now is I'm going to grind down all these excess pieces that are sticking out of the front of here. Now, hopefully, when I actually combine these two together, the little grid here that you might notice, a little, what would you call this? I can't really describe the pattern I'm talking about, but basically it should line up in such a way, because you see that there's four here, four outlets of sorts, and there's actually four inlets here. So what I'm going to do is, if I actually remove all these now, because obviously you can't stick quite together right the first time around, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of the parts sticking out from here, and then all of the parts sticking out from at least inside this small area here, and basically open up a small window like I've done over here, and then I will combine them together using merge blocks, and we should have a bigger ship. At least that's what my intentions are, and then we'll again have the engines on the back side of here, so you can already see this ship kind of forming. It looks rather interesting. I'm not too sure how I will feel about it once it's finally complete, but at least we'll have a chance to see that in the near future. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. My apologies for the amount of fast forwarding and the lack of commentary, but it would have been a rather boring or rather long video if I had done so in the other case. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Stay awesome, everyone.